How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Halloween sale that runs through November 5th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $3.99, Doom, the 2016 version, is a fast, brutally satisfying first-person shooter that reimagines the legendary franchise with modern intensity, cinematic polish, and unrelenting speed. Rip and tear through the depths of hell with an arsenal of futuristic and iconic weapons, powerful upgrades, and a savage melee system that rewards relentless aggression over hiding behind cover, all while fluid combat, expertly layered level design, and an adrenaline-pumping soundtrack keep you locked in a non-stop rhythm of chaos and destruction. Whether tearing apart hordes of hellspawn in the exhilarating single-player campaign or competing in chaotic multiplayer modes, every encounter feels fierce and purposeful. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Blood bundles two of the most iconic entries in the legendary vampire hunting saga, remastered with smoother visuals, richer sound, and full trophy support. Experience Rondo of Blood, a classic side-scrolling action game starring Richter Belmont as he battles Dracula's terrifying minions through deadly castles and haunted villages, and Symphony of the Night, where you play as Alucard, Dracula's half-human son, in one of the most groundbreaking Metroidvania adventures ever made. Both titles deliver moody, gothic atmospheres, exquisite 2D art, and unforgettable soundtracks that help define an era of gaming excellence. It's an 87 average on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Metro Exodus is an epic, story-driven first-person shooter from 4A Games that blends deadly combat, stealth, and survival horror in one of the most immersive and atmospheric post-apocalyptic worlds ever created. Flee the shattered ruins of Moscow and embark on a continent-spanning journey across Russia, facing mutated creatures, hostile factions, and harsh environmental hazards in the greatest Metro adventure yet. Explore vast, non-linear levels, survive through the changing seasons from spring to nuclear winter, and follow a gripping, cinematic storyline inspired by Dmitry Glukhovsky's novels, delivering tense, unforgettable moments at every turn. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $1.99, Inside is a dark, atmospheric puzzle platformer where a boy, hunted and alone, finds himself drawn into the center of a mysterious and sinister project that challenges both wits and courage. Navigate hauntingly minimalistic environments filled with clever, physics-based puzzles, lurking dangers, and surreal, unsettling moments that constantly keep you on edge, blending tension, storytelling, and environmental storytelling seamlessly. The game's striking visual style, eerie sound design, and oppressive, immersive atmosphere create an unforgettable cinematic experience that lingers long after you finish, making it one of the most memorable indie adventures of recent years. It's a 91 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, about 4 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Batman Arkham Knight delivers the explosive, action-packed finale to Rocksteady's acclaimed Arkham trilogy, as the Dark Knight faces his greatest challenge yet in a city under siege by Scarecrow and Gotham's most notorious villain. With Penguin, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, and more uniting to bring down Batman once and for all, players must use stealth, combat, and fear itself to survive a relentless assault on every front. The game introduces the fully drivable Batmobile for the first time in the series, adding high-speed chases and tactical combat to an already deep and fluid gameplay system while exploring the massive, rain-soaked open-world expanse of Gotham. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Resident Evil 4, the 2005 version, is a legendary survival horror shooter that revolutionized the genre, remastered on PlayStation 4 in full 1080p with a smoother frame rate, sharper visuals, and all previously released bonus content included. Step into the role of Leon S. Kennedy as he travels to a remote European village on a desperate mission to rescue the president's daughter, only to uncover a nightmarish cult infected with a terrifying mind-controlling parasite. Blending intense third-person action, resource management, and nerve-wracking encounters with grotesque enemies, the game delivers masterful pacing, cinematic tension, and iconic boss fights that still hold up today. It's a 96 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Death's Door is a stylish top-down action-adventure where you play as a crow tasked with reaping souls in a haunting, mysterious world where death no longer naturally occurs. When a soul you're assigned to collect is stolen, you'll embark on a perilous journey through strange lands untouched by time, battling bizarre creatures and unraveling a conspiracy that threatens the fragile balance of life and death itself. With sharp, deliberate combat that rewards precision, clever use of melee weapons, ranged attacks, and magic, and a beautifully melancholic world filled with secrets, oddball characters, and towering bosses, every moment feels finely crafted and meaningful. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.49, SOMA is a haunting, narrative-driven sci-fi horror game from the creators of Amnesia, set in the eerie underwater facility of Pathos 2, where machines believe they're human. With the radio dead, supplies dwindling, and reality unraveling, you'll uncover unsettling secrets while exploring dark corridors, reading encrypted logs, and piecing together the mystery of what went wrong deep beneath the ocean waves. It's a chilling psychological journey that blurs the line between man and machine, forcing you to confront questions about consciousness, identity, and survival, all while evading twisted creatures and rogue AI that can't be fought, only outsmarted. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Resident Evil 5 brings one of the most popular entries in the survival horror series to PlayStation 4 in full 1080p HD with a smoother frame rate, delivering intense, thrilling action and cooperative gameplay. Play solo or with a friend as Chris Redfield and Shiva Alomar battle bioorganic threats across Africa, uncovering a sinister plot while facing hordes of infected enemies and powerful bosses. This fully loaded edition includes all previously released DLC, the fan-favorite No Mercy mode, and the new Mercenaries United mode, offering frantic, replayable combat and thrilling challenges across varied, beautifully detailed environments. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Shenmue 1 and 2 bundles two iconic open-world adventures that follow teenage jiu-jitsu artist Ryu Hazuki as he seeks to avenge his father's murder and recover the stolen Dragon Mirror. Journey through meticulously recreated 1980s Japan and Hong Kong, interacting with dynamic NPCs who live independent lives, solving puzzles, exploring shops, playing arcade games, and uncovering the intricate story of honor, revenge, and destiny. With updated controls, scalable resolutions, Japanese audio for the first time globally, and a living, breathing world full of secrets, side activities, and memorable characters, these remasters deliver a legendary, immersive experience unlike anything else. It's an 89 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to get both platinums. For $4.99, Titanfall 2 is a high-octane, action-packed first-person shooter where an aspiring pilot and a veteran Titan must join forces to survive and defeat a relentless, cunning enemy in a gripping single-player campaign. Engage in fast-paced combat across varied, futuristic battlefields, mastering fluid movement, advanced pilot abilities, and the strategic use of your Titan in both story missions and multiplayer arenas. Multiplayer expands the experience with new Titans, enhanced customization, and deeper progression systems, delivering intense, adrenaline-fueled battles that reward skill, strategy, and teamwork in every thrilling, fast-paced, high-stakes match. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 17 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Resident Evil is the legendary survival horror game that defined the genre, now fully remastered in HD with updated visuals, smoother gameplay, and dramatically enhanced sound design for an even more immersive experience. In 1998, a Special Forces team is sent to investigate bizarre murders on the outskirts of Raccoon City, only to be ambushed by bloodthirsty dogs and forced to seek refuge in a sprawling, eerie mansion where danger lurks around every shadowed corner. With scarce supplies, tense exploration, and terrifying encounters, players must survive while uncovering the dark secrets hidden within the mansion's walls, delivering a timeless, suspenseful horror experience. It's a 90 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4.24, GRIS is a serene and emotionally evocative platformer where players explore a beautifully crafted, atmospheric world free of danger, frustration, or death, guided by delicate visuals, fluid animation, and an elegant original score. Solve light puzzles, navigate graceful platforming sequences, and discover optional skill-based challenges as new areas of GRIS' vibrant, ever-changing world gradually open, revealing more of its quiet, poignant story and hidden secrets. With minimal text and intuitive icon-based controls, GRIS is accessible to everyone, offering a meditative, universally understandable experience that celebrates art, emotion, and the power of exploration. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, The Mummy Demastered is a 2D non-linear action-adventure that throws you into a thrilling 16-bit inspired battle against the undead as an elite prodigium agent tasked with defending humanity from terrifying supernatural forces. Wield an array of weapons, upgrades, and magical artifacts while exploring sprawling levels, solving clever puzzles, and facing relentless hordes of supernatural enemies led by the powerful princess Amunet. With fast-paced combat, challenging platforming, and a retro aesthetic that pays homage to classic side-scrollers, every encounter delivers tense, satisfying, and adrenaline-fueled gameplay in a vibrant world teeming with secrets, danger, and unexpected surprises. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I've played Doom and the Castlevania and Shenmue games, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.